Good morning, students. I'm Purnima, and once again, I welcome you all to my class of English. And children, today I'm going to revise the same lesson which we were doing in my previous video. I'm going to teach you the same lesson. And so, children, the name of the lesson is Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. Okay, what is the meaning of lapse here? Lapse means loss. Okay, so the name of the lesson, once again I repeat, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory, and it is written by a very famous writer, Indian writer Satyajit Ray. I also told you, children, Satyajit Ray is he has written he is connected with Bollywood also. This story, I think, children, it's a good story, and children, the message of the story that we should help each other in the times of need, at least in the times of need, if not like that. Okay, so Bipin Chaudhary was having a friend, and at that time Bipin Chaudhary was in a very good position. Now, children, this friend, he was not having any job at time, and he felt that Bipin Chaudhary, he is in a good position, so he can try. If he can try, he can get a good job somewhere. So he goes to him, but children, Bipin Chaudhary, maybe he forgot, or maybe he did not have he was a bit careless, he could not find a job for him. But that his friend needed the job he needed that job very badly. But still Bipin Babu, he, with a lot of hope, when he went to Bipin Babu, and children, finally he came to know that Bipin Babu is not able to, he's not able to provide him any job. So children, he became very sad, and then I will be telling you what happened at the end of the story. So now, children, I'm going to give you some important points of the story, and then we will continue the rest of the story. Okay. So children, every morning Bipin Chaudhary, he used to go to the new market to buy books. And what type of books he preferred, we have discussed that thing. He used to prefer the ghost stories, or children thrillers, or some crime stories. Okay, and generally he did not had many friends. Bipin Babu, he loved his leisure time. Uh, he loved to pass his leisure time by reading the stories. Okay, so he used to read that thing. So students, once when he went to purchase the book, he felt that somebody is looking at him, and when he turned back, he saw a man with a round face, and he introduced himself that he is a um, that he had already met him in the Ranchi. He was a man with a round face, and he introduced himself that he is a Parimal Ghosh. And in 1958, when he was in Ranchi, Bipin Babu, when he went to Ranchi, he used to entertain him. He had already provided him a taxi when he was in Hudro Falls, and so many things he reminded him. But Bipin Babu, the simple thing was that Bipin Babu was not able to remember anything. In fact, he thought that this friend is only tricking at him, but he was confused, because Parimal Ghosh told him about so many facts that which persuaded Bipin Babu to think that he is not telling a lie, he is not guessing, but he is predicting a true. Like some of the facts, he told that his wife had died 10 years later, his brother was in insanity, he had also died in the mental hospital. Then he told that when Bipin Babu went to Hudro Fall, he fell down, and he had got a cut in his hand. Not only that, he told that where he told the name of that person where Bipin Babu had stayed with them in 1958, when he had been to Ranchi. Now children, after giving so many facts, Bipin Babu was still not able to remember that he had gone to Ranchi. Now children, he was feeling so much irritated. He was thinking, at first he thought that he is just tricking him, he is just telling a lie. Okay, he's unknown. But since so many facts was told to Bipin Babu by Parimal Ghosh, that he thought that Bipin Babu is he's not telling lie. And children, this insisted him to think that whether he is not going mad or not, because already his brother had died from insanity in the mental hospital in Ranchi. So children, now Vipin Babu took all this matter very seriously, and he was children worried that why that portion of his life which he was telling in 1958 he is not able to remember. As far as Vipin Babu remember, he was feeling that he already remember that he had not forgotten. In fact, he was not in Ranchi, but he had been to Kanpur in his friend's house to celebrate Durga Puja. But again, his friend had confused him. Now he was really worried. He felt, Bipin Babu felt that suppose since he is telling about so many facts, so it is him that he is forgetting all this thing. It is his memory is being lost. It is Bipin Babu's lapse of memory. So children, now I have already told the background of the study. We have already done part 1 of this story, and today children I am going to teach you part 2 of lesson number 4. The name of the lesson is Bipin Babu's lapse of memory. The book is Honeydew. So we are at, children, we will be doing part 2. You all have to open at page number 62. Okay, so I'm going to explain. Bipin Babu's car was safely parked in Bertram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema. Now children, after having so much here, he heard a lot of things from Parimal Ghosh. He had told each and everything which was related and which was proving that he was in 1958 in Ranchi. But Bipin Babu still did not believe that he was in Ranchi at that time. So he was so much worried that he did not go straight to his house. He told his driver to drive him safely. He should park in Bertram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, just drive by the Ganga, will you Sitaram? So he told, today I don't want to go to home, I just want to go by Ganga, and you drive the car there, Sitaram. Sitaram is a name of Bipin Babu's driver. And children, this also proof that Bipin Babu was financially, he was very good. He was very nice person and financially sound person. Driving up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu regretted having so much attention to the intruder. Now children, intruder is the person who interfere. So children, when Bipin Babu was driving, okay, why he then thought why he is getting so much worried, why he should not get so much worried, okay. And intruder means uninvited visitor. He told he was not knowing anything about that intruder who has just disturbed his mind. For the first time he was thinking he had seen that intruder. Then why he is worrying his mind? So children, intruder means intruder means, I told you that he was a uninvited visitor. So children, intruder means uninvited visitor. So Bipin Babu started to feel that why he is paying so much attention at this uninvited visitor, though he has nothing to do with that. He had having paid so much attention to the intruder. He had never been to Ranchi, no question about it. He was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. He had an excellent memory unless Bipin Babu's head reeled. Now children, he started thinking that he is having such an excellent career. He did not forget anything. He is doing his job in such a nice manner that he is not doing any job. So he is telling why should be regretted that he is losing his mind. Losing his mind means children going mad. So children, Bipin Babu, he just took all this thought out of his mind, and he thought, why should he think that he is losing his mind? And children, he just did that. Now, children, he was thinking that there is no question that he is losing his mind, and why should he should forget such a important incident of his life which took place about 6 or 7 years ago. He had an excellent memory, unless Bipin Babu had read. So he children, he was thinking all this thing, and suddenly children, his head was started reeling. Reeling means spun. Reeled. What is the meaning of reeled? Is fun. That means children, he started feeling dizziness when he started thinking all that, because at the same time he was also thinking that that intruder had told, he knew a lot of fact. Why a strange person should know a fact of his life, that too the important fact, the secret of his life, which the other person should not know. So he is aware of all the fact. So this is making him, this is persuading him to think whether he had been to there or he had not been to. And children, at the same time children, he is thinking that he is doing his job very well. So how can he should feel that he is losing his mind? And children, when he got lot of worried, so he told me, no, I'm not forgetting. I'm sure that I did not had gone to Ranchi in 1958. He was working daily in his office. It was a big firm and he was doing a responsible job. So children, he is telling that he was working in a big firm in an office and he was doing a responsible job. If he had been losing his mind, so how can he do that job? So he asked this question from himself, and to prove himself that he is not going mad or something like that. He was not aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. So he was not aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting. And children, today he had spoken for half an hour for an important meeting. So again children, he was convinced that he is not losing his mind. He is quite well. Nothing short, such sort of forgetfulness is there. And yet the man knew a great deal about him. How? But children, so first of all, he comforted himself with this word, but at the same time, children, again a thought occurred to him that yet the man knew a great deal about him. But how does a strange man knew everything about him, such a great deal about him? Okay, how he even seemed to know some intimate details. Not only that, he knew the intimate detail. Intimate is very personal and private. Okay, so he is telling he even knew his most personal detail of his life. So intimate. So he is telling children that he knew the intimate detail of his life. Okay, that is very personal detail of his life. Like the bag of books, he knew about his bags of books, that whatever books he read, and he had told him about that, the bag where he used to keep his book, and whenever he used to go somewhere, he used to carry that book in the bag, in the same bag which he had described him. Then children, his wife's death, he had also told him about his wife's death. Brother insanity. Okay, insanity means if somebody grows mad. So his brother he died in insanity. Okay, in the mental hospital of Ranchi. So he is telling that he knew that also. And yet the man knew a great deal about him. So only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting. And yet now children, I was here page number 63. He's discussing that the man knew a great deal about him, how he even seemed to know some very intimate detail like his wife's death, and the book which he used to carry at that time. Okay, and then uh, for half he knew about his brother's death. Okay, so the only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi. Not a mistake, a deliberate lie. Now children, he is telling but he is not making a mistake. He is, everything he has told true, but except one thing, that he is telling that it is not, he is telling a lie, and that is also a deliberate means purposely he is telling lie. That in 58, and children, he is telling now, he is disclosing that in 1958 during the puja, he was in Kanpur at his friend's Haridas Bagchi's place. So he is telling that during the time of puja, he was in the place of Haridas Bagchi's place. All Bipin Babu had to do was write to know, there was no way of writing to Haridas. Now children, Babu still, he was confused, so he is thinking that he should write. Okay, Bipin Babu is thinking that he should write to Haridas Bagchi, his friend, and he should ask. But then he showed why should he write to Haridas Bagchi, because now he remembers that he had been to Japan with his wife some few weeks ago, and the thing is that he's not able to write also because he's not having his address. So he thought it is useless to write to Haridas Bagchi. But then he remembered that in 1958 he was in their house during the time of Durga Puja. But where was the need of proof? He himself was fully aware that he hadn't been to Ranchi, and that was it. So children, one time he is thinking to write to confirm that what this Parimal Ghosh told to him. But at this other time, children, they said, see, there's a fight between his conscious. Two thought is coming in his mind. One, whether he had been to Ranchi or not. According to that person, he is thinking that everything he is telling, all the intimate detail he is telling to him, is quite correct, except one fact is not correct, that he had been to Ranchi. And at the second time, thought is occurring in his mind that he had never been to Ranchi. But when he is thinking about his friend, because about Parimal Ghosh, he is again, children, he is persuaded to think, because he knows about his all the personal things very well. So which is making him think whether he is losing his memory or not, why he is not able to remember. And children, at the same time, he is remembering also that during the time of Durga Puja, he was in Kanpur with his friend Haridas. And children, again, Bipin Babu was telling that where was the need for proof. He himself was fully aware that he hadn't been to Ranchi, and that was that. Now, children, he said, why should I collect the proof? I had never gone to Ranchi in 1958, so why should I collect the proof? The river breeze was bracing. Okay, and children, now I am in the last paragraph here. All right. So now, children, the river breeze was bracing. Bracing means stimulating. So what is the meaning of bracing? Bracing means stimulating. Breeze means air, and bracing means stimulating. So these are the two new words from this page. Okay. And yet a slight discomfort lingered in Bipin Babu's mind. Children, but at the same time, children, he was a slight means a little. Okay, he was little thought discomfort he was feeling in his mind. Why he was feeling? He was feeling that it was the ultimate truth. It was the ultimate truth of his friend. Okay. So the river breeze was bracing, and yet a slight discomfort lingered in Babu's mouth. Again, children, he was confused whether he was there in Ranchi or not. Around Hastings, Bipin Babu decided to roll up his trousers and take a look at his knees. Now, children, he reached at the place which was known as by Hastings, and he remembered the word of Parimal Ghosh, that he fell down near Hudru river, and he was the person who provided him with the iodine. So, children, what happened? He folded his pant trousers upward, so to look at his right knee. There was the mark of an old inch-long cut, and children, what he had felt, what he had seen, there was the mark of an old inch-long cut. Of course, children, when he saw, that cut was still there. It was impossible to tell when the injury had occurred. Now, children, he started remembering it, but still he was not able to remember about the injury from where he got that cut. So again, children, he was in a worried. Now I'm in page number 64. Had he never had a fall as a boy and cut his knee? Now, children, he started thinking that whether when he was small, hadn't he fall somewhere else and cut his knees? He tried to recall. Recall means, children, remember. Okay, he tried to recall, he tried to remember such an incident, but he was not able to remember. Then Bipin Babu suddenly thought of Dinesh Mukherjee. Okay, the man had said that Dinesh was in Ranchi at the same time. The best thing surely would be to ask him. Now, children, Bipin Babu told that he should ask to Dinesh Babu whether he was in Ranchi or not at the same time. The best thing surely would be to ask him. He lived quite near in Benny Nandan Street. What about going right now, children? So he thought, why don't we go, should he go to Dinesh Mukherjee and ask him? And he was living near also, he was near his house also in Benny Nandan Street. What about going right now? But then, if he had really never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh think if Bipin Babu asked for a confirmation? So, children, he started thinking that what his friend Dinesh Mukherjee will think if he will ask for the confirmation that whether he was in his house at that time or not. He would probably conclude Bipin Babu was going nuts. Okay, so going nuts means going mad. So again, children, this is a growing nuts means it's a phrasal verb. Growing means nuts means growing mad. Okay, children, 1 minute. It is going nuts. It is going nuts. Going nuts becomes going mad. Okay. So he told that what his friend will think. He must be thinking that such a important part of his life which he must have spent in 1958, he thought that what his friend will think. His friend will think that he is going mad. No, it would be ridiculous to ask him. So he thought it would be ridiculous. Ridiculous means funny. It would be funny to ask him whether he was in his house in 1958 or not. And he knew how ruthless Dinesh sarcasm could be. Okay, and children, at the same time he knew that what a ridiculous, what a ruthless is hard, and sarcasm is jeering. So ruthless is hard, sarcasm is jeering. Okay, so he was thinking that what would and he knew how ruthless Dinesh sarcasm could be. Stepping sipping a cold drink in his air-conditioned living room, Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Now, children, Bipin Babu, he started feeling easy again. He was again, children, he felt a bit relaxed. He was sipping a cold drink in his air-conditioned room. Children, having a car, sipping a cold drink in his room, this all prove that he was in a very good financial. He had a very good financial condition. Such a nuisance just because they have nothing else to do. They go about getting into others people's hair. Getting into people's hair, that means interfering with and annoying people. So children, please write the meaning of getting into people's hair. That means to annoy other people, to disturb other people, to annoy other people by interfering them. Now children, again he thought that he is why he is worrying that man. He is simply interfering with him. He is simply just to annoy him. He is doing all that thing. So children, he is thinking that why should he be so conscious. He is simply disturbing him. He is simply getting into people's hair. Getting simply into people's hair means to annoy or to disturb others by interfering. After dinner, snuggling in bed with one of the new thriller, Bipin Babu forgot all about the man in the market. Now children, after dinner, he started snuggling. Okay, he started snuggling and in bed with one of the new thrillers. So children, he started reading the book just to take his thoughts away, and of course his thoughts were away for certain time. Okay, he forgot about all the men in the that where he had met the man and what happened to him in the bookshop. He forgot, and he kept himself busy by reading that thriller. Next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, the previous day encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. Now children, next few hours, children, Bipin Babu felt one thing, that whatever that man has told, it is what to tell children, it is occupying more and more. He is getting affected in his mind. If the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the Ranchi tip? So he is telling, but then again he started thinking. He's telling me that man was quite correct from all the angle he was looking correct, but only one thing is annoying him, that why he is forgetting that trip of Ranchi. Either he is forgetting or Bipin Babu is forgetting. So children, but whatever was the reason, that whatever the fact the man had told, it was really affecting Bipin Babu's more and more with the passing of time. Just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. So children, just before lunch, what happened? Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone. Now children, he was helpless, and he thought that if he will not go to his house, at least he would talk to him in the phone, and then he would be clear whether he was in Ranchi, because he told, according to Dinesh, that man, what was the name of man? Yes, according to Dinesh Mukherjee. Okay. No, according to Parmal Ghosh, he told that he was staying in Dinesh Mukherjee's house when he had been to Ranchi. So he thought that Dinesh was good in making sarcastic remarks, so he was not having heart to go to his house. But then he thought, what is the wrong? Why can't he talk to him in the phone, and he will ask to him whether he had been to Ranchi or not. So just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone. At least the embarrassment on his face would not show. So he thought it is better to talk to him on the phone, because children, if he remarks something, the embarrassment of his fact will not be known to anyone. 235616. So children, this is the phone number. Bipin Babu dialed the number. Hello. So from the other side, the voice came, hello, is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. So he told, is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. Well, what's the news now, children? He was very happy as he was talking to his friend. So he told, what is the news? I just wanted to find out if you recalled an incident which took place in 58. So he told, I just wanted to remember that an incident which happened in 58. So even his friend was surprised. He was not expecting this question. So he told, yes, 58, what incident? Were in Kolkata right through that year? That's the first thing I've got to know. Wait just a minute, 58, just let me check in my diary. So he told, I will check in the diary and then I will let you know. For a minute there was silence. Bipin Babu could feel that his heartbeat had gone up. He was sweating a little. He was sweating a little. Now children, now I'm going to stop. This is the most important point of the story, and you will be excited to know what really happened next. But I will be telling you this in my next video. So thank you and have a nice day ahead.